Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Wrassle Twins Podcast. You got the most handsome man on the internet, Joe.
Yo.
And you got me, Mr. Nate, with the best beard in my house right now. um, and we are coming to you live. So a lot's happened since last time we talked to you guys.
hmm
Let's start with some good news.
Well, first off, it's great to see your face. That's good news.
It is. This is the best news. We're back together.
Yeah,
I hope you
we're back
guys
together
enjoyed
again.
last week's episode. More of us than the pro wrestling sphere. So it's great to see you guys again, and it's great to see you, my friend. I hope you're having a lovely start to the week.
Yeah. It's been pretty good so far. No complaints. Just looking forward to talking about more wrestling and doing more reviews.
Oh, same here, brother. But let's get in it, man.
Yeah.
So we recorded last week right before Raw,
hmm
and because we recorded right before Raw, we missed some of the biggest and best news to come out. Maybe the worst news, depending on how you look at it, to come out of pro wrestling this week. That is not what we're about to talk about in the next few minutes. Naomi Trinity Fatu is set to be a mother.
Yeah.
You love to see it, man. Love to hear about pregnancies, whether it's people I know or people I don't know. I love to hear about babies being born, especially when it seems like they are eagerly being awaited on.
Yeah.
So, Big
Big
Jim,
Jim loves to Netflix and chill.
yeah, and he did not proceed with caution.
No, he did not. He
He
did
did
not.
not.
He went with reckless abandon.
Yeah, but you know what? The bloodline just keeps on growing.
Yep.
So, congratulations to Big Jim and Naomi. Couldn't happen to nicer people. I am upset that what I thought was going to be a monster women's world title reign is now cut short.
Yeah, but she's
I
gonna
had
come
her
back
holding
and
this
get
thing
it.
till WrestleMania, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I did too. And I'm sure that they had to rewrite a lot of different things.
a lot of TV.
Yeah.
I hope we still get Vaquer and Naomi here soon. I think Vaquer is going to be the next women's champion on Raw. That's my prediction.
I would be okay with that.
Like they wanted to debut her on the main roster, but she wanted to take her time with her English and everything. I respect it.
Yeah.
So
And she's doing pretty good.
amazing, better than she should at her age and her stage of her career.
Yeah. And special shout out to EO Sky and the Kabuki Warriors having their little beef. It's fun to watch. I'm looking forward
It
to
is,
see what plays out with that.
and the Twitter beef, not so beef between Jade Cargill and Naomi. Jade said, "I'll babysit the baby, but you got to go."
I
So
can't stand you, but congratulations.
yeah, I love it. Play a little bit with the kayfabe and everything. I dig it.
Yeah.
It's just exciting news. I got some really close personal friends of ours that just told us this week they're expecting. So just overjoyed to hear about all these bundles of joy coming in.
A whole bunch of bundles.
Oh
Y'all
yeah.
changed the world.
And hopefully they do great things, because sometimes people make decisions that do not reflect kindly on the pro wrestling business
Yeah.
or what we're trying to accomplish with this form of entertainment.
Great transition, by the way.
Thank you.
You're
So if you have been blind to the internet the past few days, you've seen that there was an incident in Knox Pro Wrestling, Rikishi, who runs that promotion, soon to be Grandpa Rikishi again. So that's what's up. Anyway, there was an incident between Rajah Jackson, son of Quentin Rampage Jackson, and Syko Stu. In the match, apparently Syko Stu had a stiff shot with a beer can onto Rajah, and Rajah went to give a receipt. But if you ask me, I'm not going to go in graphic detail. I think the assault was a little too far.
It was more than a little too far. That was beyond. Okay, first of all, I think that can was a prop can, because you saw the way that it just like crushed.
It collapsed.
Like it collapsed. Yeah, I think it was a prop can. He might have hit him a little hard with it, but you got to sell it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you believe that this is a work, you got to sell it. So it's going to hurt a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But Raja, he went way too far with all the punches after what was it, a Batista bomb?
It's kind of like a front suplex, it looked like.
Okay. After that suplex, it was clear that he was out.
Yeah,
Stu
it
was
was
done.
completely obvious.
Yeah.
And even if you want to
Um,
go MMA rules, that would have been the end of the fight.
yep.
The man was done. And if you are anybody with any integrity, Joe, you were a boxer. I
Yep.
did Taekwondo and dabbled in MMA. If your opponent goes down and they cannot protect themselves, you do not go in
Nope.
unless you are in a street fight, life or death situation. You do not go in. Number one rule, especially in pro wrestling, is you take care of the guy in front of you.
Yep. Absolutely.
And it
And
is one thing to give a receipt. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to over.
go ahead. Go
It's
ahead.
one thing. It's one thing to give a receipt. We've seen it like with Brock Lesnar to Braun Strowman a few years ago. Lesnar with a solid punch to the side of Strowman's head. Strowman wasn't knocked out, but he got the message. Like,
Hmm.
okay, I'll chill out. But to go in, knock a guy out, and then just sit there and pummel his face in, that's beyond unacceptable.
Yeah. And it was traumatic for me to watch, and I'm a grown man. So
Yeah.
imagine the kids in the audience and watching online what they saw and the trauma that they, saw in there. I mean, I'm sure that for somebody, and this is yes, it is that deep. For somebody, this ruined wrestling.
Yeah. There are kids that are going to have nightmares about this. And I'm not being dramatic about it either.
Hmm.
There's Syko Stu has a family. He's got a wife. He's got kids. I don't know much about him personally, but he seems like, just a normal guy who just happens to be a pro wrestler.
I'll tell you a
And
little
then,
bit. I read a little bit of backstory about Syko Stu. He is a former veteran.
okay.
He served this country and deals with PTSD. Yes, he has a family, but deals with PTSD. And one of his ways to deal with his PTSD is is through wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is therapeutic. Okay.
Hmm.
This is art in its purest form. You may argue with me a little bit, but pro wrestling to me is one of the most pure forms of art. It's got everything you need in a story. But then to have somebody just completely derail this in this way, like it's got huge ramifications. This was a WWE ID sponsored program that's been
Hmm.
pulled. Rikishi's in the hot seat right now because of this. And I'm just like, all this because one man could not control his temper. We're adults. There are times, maybe I'm in the wrong for thinking this, but there are times when you need to escalate past, let's talk about this. There are times definitely you need to react and be physical. But
Hmm.
if you were working your job tomorrow and you accidentally bump shoulders with somebody walking down the hallway, what's going to happen if you turn around and assault them?
Jail. You are
Go to
going to
prison.
jail. Prison,
Like
right?
this is criminal.
Hmm.
And we can't spin this any other way. Quentin Rampage Jackson is an MMA legend, one of the toughest dudes on the planet, even to this day.
Yeah.
I give him all the kudos for that. However, Roger's probably been under the same training tree. He's probably got an extensive combat martial arts background. As Syko Stu, being a veteran, probably does too. But it's kind of a cheap shot, if you ask me, when you go against a planned work.
Yep.
It's one thing when somebody's expecting it and it's a little bit hard. It's a completely different thing when you do that.
Yeah. And
This isn't the
it's
first. Go ahead.
it's diabolical. That's what I was about to say. It's this is the time that we can actually use the word diabolical in its
Yeah,
right
and it's not tongue in
context.
cheek.
Right. But it was definitely a diabolical move, and I'm 100% against it. I've seen some people try to write it off as something that they would do, but like you said, as two professional fighters, you and I both, we both know that there is a difference between assault and a fight. This was assault.
This wasn't just I'm gonna get you back. This
Yeah.
was flat out because I got to tell you, man. Could you imagine him being in a match with the Terry Funk back in the day? All of Terry Funk's, and I'm not saying he couldn't whoop Funk. That's not what I'm saying in a legit fight. That's not what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is wrestling's come a long way. And it's a lot I don't want to say softer, but a lot more you're a lot more well taken care of these days
Yeah.
than you were back then. So what if Mick Foley had gotten ticked off at the Undertaker when the cell broke
Yeah.
and tried to retaliate or something like that? It's It's not the first time it's happened. It's been happening in pro wrestling for years. If you guys remember, I think in 2018, there was a luchador. His name was Cuervo, and he got hit in the head with a cinder block by Demonio.
Yeah.
Demonio. I'm probably saying it wrong. You guys forgive me. But it's one of those things where it's like, why even do this? If to take it to Demonio real quick, he picked up a cinder block while the man is getting up on the outside of the ring and chucked it at his head.
Which is crazy. Like,
not even a work cinder block. This is like legit cinder block.
Yeah.
There's only one time in my head in wrestling history that I know of that I can think in my head, and you know my thing with the history of it, right? That it was acceptable. The guy Demonio, I think he's a lot. He lived, but he has serious brain damage from it.
Yeah.
Syko Stu is still in the hospital as we speak on Tuesday, August 26th.
It's going to be a long road to recovery for Syko Stu as well.
Like this man is a battle tested veteran. He's already got PTSD from that. Mm-hmm. Now you're adding on to this thing that he loved, this thing that he did to try and heal himself from the pain of war. We're getting a little serious this episode, if you can't tell.
Yeah.
But it's because we love this sport, this art, right? This beautiful thing that is the mix of theater and gladiators and good versus evil. This beautiful tapestry that can be woven inside that wrestling ring. And you take it and you spit on every single legend before you when you do something like this.
That's
not to mention that man's wife and kids that had to watch their husband, their father. This man's got friends and family that had to look at him in a hospital bed when he wasn't even awake for a couple days because you got upset that he was a little stiff with a beer can to the head.
Right. And seriously, anybody
don't agree to the spot.
I mean, I don't normally do this, but really shame on anybody who feels like this was necessary, you know, like shame on you. Like what kind of person would think that this is okay?
I've seen where people are trying to pull all kinds of political stuff into this, all kinds of racial things into this, and like this is not that.
Yeah, forget all that. That's not that.
This. There's a time and place for those arguments in pro wrestling, definitely. And I'm not going to say that's never the case. But this right here was nothing to do with that and has everything to do with what happened. Now, on the flip side of that, if you were a fan of Syko Stu and you were sending death threats to Raja, you're part of the problem too.
Yep.
Yes, he deserves to get his licks. He deserves whatever fines or whatever comes for him. But we as fans have no right to try and tell somebody what, no. We can acknowledge they were wrong, but we don't wish ill on people, period. That's just not the way we do things.
Yeah, that's just you can't two wrongs don't make a right. You know what I'm saying?
It don't. That's what Mama always said, at least.
Mama was right.
Okay, so we talked about Cuervo and Demon. Can I tell you guys one instance where I thought this was okay?
All right.
I want you to rewind the clock to 1977, I believe, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Antonio Inoki's baby. He brought in a big man, strong man pro wrestler named the Great Antonio. He was the Mark Henry of his time in pro wrestling. But he also thought that he could go and no-sell Antonio Inoki. If you guys don't know, Antonio Inoki is not only a great professional wrestler, he is also one of the godfathers of mixed martial art, especially in Japan. So do you want to know what Antonio Inoki did?
What did he do?
He tied the Great Antonio in knots. Every time the Great Antonio gave him a few stiff shots, like kind of similar to what Raja was doing to Syko Stu. If you watch the old clip, like he was trying to bully Antonio Inoki. So Inoki said, "Okay, you can try and bully me," but the match ended with Antonio Inoki beating the strong man to a pulp. Caveat was when the Great Antonio couldn't go anymore, Inoki stepped away with class because he was protecting himself.
Yep.
In a situation that was legitimately dangerous. It's legitimately dangerous if you're in there with the ring. They trust each other with their lives. Like, it sounds dramatic, but it's not really dramatic when you watch the moves, right? If Joe and I were to get in the ring tomorrow and he said he wanted to do a pile driver, I would have to put a lot of trust into him because this is a lot of weight going on my head and neck. So,
and I would have to know how to pull that off in the safest way possible so that you're not hurt. Like the way that I would do it as a wrestler is I'm trying to make sure that none of what I do hurts you for real. You might have to take a little, fall or whatever, but as far as
Maybe
like
a
my
little
punches on,
ibuprofen tomorrow.
maybe a little ibuprofen, yeah, but not, not
I'm not
you in the
trying to disfigure
hospital.
you.
Yeah.
And if I do, and if that were to happen, I come see you, I check on you, make sure you're okay,
Yep.
and do what I can to make sure it's got to be an accident.
Mhm.
This was intentional. So that being said, I can't talk about this topic anymore
All right.
without getting a little angry. But yeah, this is ridiculous. Let's not do this, guys. If you are a young wrestler, do not try this. And honestly, I hope Knox Pro Wrestling can rebound because they are a great wrestling group. They do great things. I hope this one act from a callous individual does not hurt them long term.
Right. Yeah. I think they'll be able to get it because it was just one bad apple. You know how they say one bad apple can spoil the
Yeah.
bunch, but he's not even a wrestler. He's not a worker, and he won't be back. So I feel that this is a one-off situation. Special shout out to Syko Stu. I hope that you get back and get back quickly,
Thoughts and
and
prayers, and that you're able to get back.
that you're able to get back. Absolutely. But the show is going to go on, and they'll bounce back.
Speaking of shows going on, our show is going to go on.
Yep.
So, there was a big, big. Let's see. I have my thing. 13 match card.
Yep.
13 matches.
Close the door.
This past Sunday.
Hold door, hold door, hold door.
Now, we are not going to give a blow by blow. We're just going to talk about it briefly and give our implications on what may or may not happen. Does that sound good to you, sir?
That sounds good to me. Go ahead.
First match of the night, we have Paragon, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong, El Desperado, and Yuya Uemura. Did I say it right? Yuya Uemura?
Yuya Uemura.
Taking on Yuya Uemura, sorry. Taking on CRU, that's Action Andretti and Leo Rush, and the Don Callis family, Hashiriko and Josh Alexander with Lance Archer and Romero. That's a lot of words. Had an 8-man tag team match, went 12 minutes, and Paragon and El Desperado and Yuya Uemura pulled it off.
They win.
It's fun, quick match. I say quick because it's like 8 dudes in the match and I only went 12 minutes. The Don Callis family took the L on this one, which is okay. I don't
but
like seeing Josh.
They went on and beat them down anyway after the match.
You have to, man. Like Josh Alexander has been with the company for how long? This is what I was worried about, right?
Yeah.
He's doing okay, but if you keep pinning him or keep having him lose, you can do all these beatdowns you want after the match. It's not going to do him any good. He's too good for this. He is a modern day Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Him and Chad Gable would be my dream match right now.
Oh, that would be so fun.
Great. But good match, 2.5 stars. Good way to start the show.
Yeah. All right. So we have the 0 Hour Trios match with GOA, that's Bishop Khan and Toa Leona and Ricochet when they beat Jet Speed, Kevin Knight and Speedball, Mike Bailey and Michael Oku. I did not like the how this one ended because you know how I feel about Speedball.
Dude, again, he's not my favorite guy other than the Taekwondo thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say Taekwondo 1,000 times like I did last time.
Taekwondo.
But he's not my favorite wrestler. But at the same time, I feel like they could have done more with Mike Bailey and Ricochet.
Yeah.
Like, because those are two of the best high flyers. Like, regardless what you think about Ricochet's character and his promo work, like them two in the ring just doing the flippy doodahs, I would actually watch and probably have a good time because they're so good at it.
And the flippy doodahs are my favorite.
And I see you smiling just because you heard me say that.
Do a backflip.
But 2 stars, not a bad match, not a great match, but it was a match. It was entertaining.
It was a match is the is sending me. That's funny.
Then we had the Triangles of Madness, Julia Hart, Sky Blue, Thekla. I always get that name
Tekla.
wrong. I'm sorry.
I think it's Tekla.
Tekla. Okay. y'all got to understand this accent does not help with these random names, okay? With Megan Bain and of course Penelope Ford has to be at the side, right?
Mhm.
And then you had them taking on and defeating Harley Cameron, Chris Statlander, Queen Amanita, and Willow Nightingale, which is a huge win for
Yeah, it
Julia
is.
Hart, Sky Blue, these ladies over here. However, Willow Nightingale should be a world title contender.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
She should be like, I love Mercedes Monet. I love these ladies are terrific wrestlers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All three of the major companies right now have incredible women's wrestling. Why is Willow Nightingale still doing nothing burger matches like this? And why is she not in the world title picture?
I love you, sir. Because you just took the words right out of my mouth. The thoughts right out of my head.
It's the twins, man.
It's the
It's
twins.
just nothing burger nonsense. It
Yeah.
means nothing. And you're just going to keep squandering her away on the card. Because guess what? You let her contract lapse. You know who's going to do something with her? Shawn Michaels will do something with her in NXT.
Yep.
And she'll make good money over there too.
Yeah, Willow is definitely main card. She's top dollar main card talent
She
that's being
is
squandered right now.
incredible.
Yeah.
And the next match is another match that shouldn't have been on the pre-show.
And she'll be at WrestleCade. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. The Ops, Bada, my boy Powerhouse Hobbs, my boy Samoa Joe take on Bullet Club.
Is gonna kill you.
And he did. Took on the Bullet Club War Dogs. Clark Connors, Drilla Maloney, and Robbie X. Again, why is this pre-show?
It doesn't make any sense for this to be pre-show, but
I know that it was stacked. Don't get me wrong. It was
a stacked card. Yeah.
But Powerhouse Hobbs is finally doing something relevant. And you just keep pushing him away. Samoa Joe is one of the best in the past 20 years. And what are we doing?
Absolutely. Powerhouse Hobbs has the look of somebody who is a, champion.
And he's getting it in the ring. He's getting better.
Yeah.
Like we talk about Jey Uso, every time Hobbs is out there, he does something that just looks good.
Mm-hmm. Keeps getting better and better, man. He's training.
I want you to set up this next one because this is us 90s babies. This was what we wanted to see for a long time in AEW.
Yeah. We have, let me put on my radio voice. We have Adam Copeland and Christian Cage going up against and defeating Killswitch and Kip Sabian.
First off, can Killswitch go back to being Luchasaurus, please? Because that was so fun for me. Okay, I don't care. Luchasaurus could be the world champion of my company any day. Okay. But on this day, I see clearly that Adam Copeland and Christian Cage are back together. Finally.
Right.
Finally. I appreciate the long wait. I don't know why it was in this match of all matches. I know why, because the patriarchy and everything else. But what a way to open up the main show, right? It was a feel-good moment. That's the least you can say, right? Yeah. It feels good to see the two 50-year-old guys get back together after all this history they have. They were brothers back in the day, but now they're just best friends. So
right. Besties.
I'm glad to see Adam Copeland and Christian Cage back together again. It's hard not to say Edge and Christian.
You can call them Edge because it's Edge and Christian.
That's Edge and Christian. That's E and C, baby. 5-second pose.
You got this next one?
Let's go, baby. The Don Callis family isn't going to sorrow in their losses for long because Kyle Fletcher, with of course Don Callis and Lance Archer at his side, defeats Takahashi in the AEW TNT Championship match.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to make the internet mad. I might make you mad, and it's okay. Kyle Fletcher, as great of a wrestler as he is, has the most boring character to me.
Explain.
I said what I said. I don't know how to say it. It's just like, he's just a good wrestler. Does that make sense? In my head, when I see him, that's all I can see. I don't know how to better explain it than that. Like he's kind of a jerk, yeah, but to me, he's got all the charisma as watching paint dry. But that's
Wow.
just me.
Wow. I disagree, but I'm
Uh,
allowed to do that. Kyle Fletcher is money. And I enjoy his character. He- and he's good in the ring.
no,
And
I want to reiterate, he is a great wrestler.
we all need that a-hole. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And he does it so perfectly.
Before we continue, I'm going to reiterate, he is a phenomenal wrestler, one of the best top 5 pure in-ring guys in the world right now. And I would put money on that, right? I would put him in the ring against anybody and know it's going to be a 4 to 5 star classic. But the character bores me. But
Go
we
ahead
all
and
have
send
our
your mail to
opinions.
Nate. Go ahead and send your mail to Nate
Please,
because
Wrassle
this
Twins
one is,
Pod at
yeah.
gmail.com. Feed me. It's okay.
uh, this one needs to be a clip so that we can get people's
Engagement. Because a lot of people love Kyle Fletcher.
yeah.
And I get it.
And I rock with Kyle.
So it's okay. Give me the hate. But then
hate,
we
hate,
had the
hate, hate.
TBS championship for the world for the TB.
For the TBS, TBA,
Yeah.
the
A
TNA,
four-way
TBS,
match. Four-way
CNN.
match for the Fox championship, TBS championship. Mercedes Monet retains against Alex Windsor, Bozilla, and Persephone. Did anybody think it was going to go any other way?
Absolutely not. But I got to do my dance.
Monet is money.
Monet. Yep. And you know how
I'm
much we love Monet. There will be no Mercedes Monet slander anywhere near
not in
me
this
or on
house.
this podcast. Uh,
Uh, I'm going to ask because I know I've been heavy on this one.
all right.
I really want to set this next one up.
Okay. Got it.
Zack Sabre Jr. versus Nigel McGuinness with Daniel Garcia for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. This is relevant because Nigel McGuinness was never supposed to wrestle again. Nigel McGuinness was told numerous times that he was never supposed to wrestle again. But here he is, wrestling for one of the biggest prizes in all of pro wrestling. Did he win? No, nobody expected him to win, but he put on a performance that was worth his legacy. Thoughts?
I mean, I 100% agree with you. The fact that he did bounce back and all of that and put on a pretty good show, it's definitely good to see. And looking forward to seeing how they continue to book him in the future.
You get to set up the next one because I know we're both a little upset about it.
Okay. So we had a AEW World Tag Team Championship three-way match where the wrong team won.
The wrong team definitely won.
Yep. Rodito defeated the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, and FTR, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood. What a strong 200 plus day reign that should not have ended.
Not yet. It shouldn't have, but I'll give it to Brodito. Brody King has been a long time coming. He deserves it. He's kind of been floating in the ether since Malachi Black left, so respect. We'll take it.
All right.
We're not happy about the next one either.
I'm hurt though.
I'm hurt. The hurt syndicate hurt me.
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
Kazuchika Okada with Don Callis defeated Swerve Strickland by pinfall for the Unified Championship. Our guys are not doing well this week.
No.
The Hurt Syndicate lost. Swerve lost. So it was a good match. How could it not be a good match?
Right.
Swerve Strickland and Kazuchika Okada are two of the best in the world right now. So I'll take it for what it was, a great match. We're not happy about the next one either. TK, what are you doing? Timeless Tony Storm defeats Athena with Billy Starks by submission for the AEW Women's World Championship. This was Athena's Casino Gauntlet Championship contract match. I think if there was any time to take the belt off Tony Storm, it would have been this night.
You think so?
Athena's been putting in too much work. She's been doing too good for too long.
And they had her tap out.
With help. Like you could have turned her heel with Billy Starks, but no.
It feels like a waste.
Yeah, a wasted opportunity.
Yeah.
At least with like the Money in the Bank cash in, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get something super exciting. And I'm not saying anything bad about the Gauntlet Battle Royal. That's not what I'm saying. I just don't like how this ended.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool, you know, great. I mean, Timeless Tony Storm always puts on a show. Love to see her wrestle.
Yes.
But yeah, I feel like Athena, we could have brought Athena over.
All right. You want the next one?
Yeah, AEW World Championship match.
Yeah.
All right. So that is Hangman Adam Page, my guy, defeated MJF, and boy, this was violent. This one was violent. Much like most of Hangman's Adam Page's wrestling, but I mean the open contract is, do you think he's going to come back after this?
Yeah.
Okay. What are your thoughts, man?
I'm not happy. I mean, I'm happy about it, but at the same time, I'm not. It happened. I didn't think Hangman was going to lose this quickly, but he did.
Yeah.
All right. Last match. Let's talk about it. You got it?
Yep, I got it. Lights out steel cage match with Darby Allin, the Golden Lovers, that's Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Will Ospreay defeated the Death Riders, John Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli, Gabe Kidd, and the Young Bucks. Your favorite group, Matt and Nick Jackson, are, I repeat, Jake, his favorite group, his favorite tag team, and he watched them lose. So how did you feel about that?
It was great. It felt great. It ended the way it should have. The Death Riders thing needed to be done. I don't know how much longer they're going to try and push it, but I thought it was a fun match. I actually did watch this, and I watched all of it and forgot that I watched all of it, Joe. Too much wrestling. Fun match. There was a little botchy at parts, but that's okay. It's expected to be this kind of multi-man cage match.
Yeah.
What about you, sir?
I really enjoyed everything that happened. I mean, especially with Samoa Joe coming back out. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. Bodies were everywhere. You know how much I love Darby Allin and Will Ospreay. Those two together, they really put on a great show, and truly enjoyed the ending of it.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, the right group won in this case.
Yes, sir. With that said, I give AEW Forbidden Door an A rating.
Okay.
What about you, sir?
I agree. I give you an A. I give it an A. Yeah.
So, hey guys, this are our thoughts for this week. Let me know what you think. Let us know what you think in the comments below.
Please.
Make sure you subscribe, turn your notifications on. Don't forget, you get to see us in November at WrestleCade. You better come out and see us.
Please.
Also, Wrassle Twins Pod at gmail.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X. Check out our link tree. We have a WWE Shop affiliate link. And I love and appreciate you guys.
Call me when you need me and send me an email.
All that said, guys, this was Joe and Nate.
Yep. Hey.
We're signing off. We love you guys.
Peace. Peace.